day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. Now Jackson on first down. He finds Corey Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
He's going deep for Brown. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson going to look deep for Wilson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 34.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson being chased out left. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Next to score, Lions 10, Bills nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He's taken down
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run the counter. Hines. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Comes to me, it's me.
On first down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a give, right side. Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Gibson. First down for the... More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move, seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Jackson now. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now it's Hines. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hines. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That's it. 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. He don't know no better.
This is Hines. And this as they rally up as it brings up Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Pistol. Go. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. You.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. They go play action here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal. touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, it's Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Mayfield off the play fake. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And some room to run now. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, and he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. It's caught by Davis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 14. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They begin the drive with Hines. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Hines, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Number 53, Mike 53. Let's go, defense. Let's go,
On first down, Hines. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They run again with Hines. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Show. Hurry.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get... And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. That one caught by Gibson. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Corey Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They run with Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He's been an out route all game, so...
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Buying time to his left. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
I know he's going to go back to it.
180!
Real.
Hurry!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, They're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Mike, 53.
Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Terry. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Mayfield. Steps, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike, 53.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to put it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but it throws it anyway.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Detroit, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.